La vida es caos, es confusa, errática. Puede que el problema no sea la vida, sino yo.
Isabel, ¿te gustaría aventurarte en esta locura?
Cada uno de mis libros trata de responder a uno de esos momentos complejos, como un intento por aclarar la confusión.
Mi hija se está muriendo, mamá.
That was a look at the HBO Max miniseries on the life of author, activist, and feminist Isabel Allende. And the celebrated author joins us now to discuss her first nonfiction work in over a decade, entitled The Soul of a Woman, a memoir that shares the wisdom of full and feminist life. Also with us for the conversation, we have Know Your Values, Daniela Pierre Bravo. She is the co-author of Earn It. It is an honor to have you all on with us. And Ms. Allende, I want to ask you, this is your 25th book in a long list of New York Times bestsellers, translated into 42 languages, which I can't even imagine. And it focuses on what it means to be a woman. What was the motivation for writing this book now?
I gave a speech a few years ago at a women's conference in Mexico, and it went viral. And my publishers wanted to publish it like a booklet, and I read it, and it was totally stale, because everything was happening, you know, the Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, women protesting in the streets, not only in the States, everywhere, a new awareness of feminism. So I decided I wanted to tell the trajectory of my life as a woman and as a feminist.
Your entire incredible, successful reign of books started all back in 1982 with your novel, House of Spirits, which was later adapted into a movie with Meryl Streep and Glenn Close. What comes to mind when you go back in time and think about that first book, how it changed not just your career trajectory, but maybe the walls it broke down for other women writers?
It changed my life. It gave me a voice. It was a terrible time in my life when I wrote that book. Everything was bad around me. I had a job I didn't like. My marriage was failing. My children were leaving the nest. I was living in exile in Venezuela. And the book gave me a voice and somehow connected me with the world. It opened the way for all the other books that I wrote later. So it was really important. And to this day, The House of the Spirits keeps changing my life, because it's still published everywhere. It's become recommended or reading in many places. So I always get a new generation of people reading the book that connect with me. It's been really important.
Daniela Pierre Bravo has the next question. Daniela?
Isabel, it's such an honor to be here with you today, especially as a fellow Chilena. In your new book, you talk about your time working at Paula, a feminist magazine in Chile, and you really took on taboo subjects that were not being talked about on a national level, and really on gender stereotypes. What did it teach you about how to effectively elevate the voice of women, particularly in a male-dominated machista society like Chile?
Well, it was the 60s, 1967, when the magazine was first published. So, I mean, we were living in the Stone Age there. And as you said, many subjects had never, ever been discussed publicly, like I don't know, abortion, infidelity, divorce. There was no divorce in Chile until 2005, the last country in the world to get divorced. Domestic violence, drugs, prostitution, so many issues that affected women and were taboo. So when we started working with those issues, I discovered that one way of penetrating the male psyche was humor. So although some of that reporting was very, very serious and in depth, I could attack, let's say, male chauvinism with humor, and that was better accepted.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.